Welcome to the cafe, A. Play by play. CJ in here, Terry in here. I'm just trying to get your boss speakers up.
We definitely live.
Started on the journey, we ain't never trying to finish. First phase, this is just beginning of this business. Thanks for tuning in because we really need a witness. Running in this race with a Terry with the vision. CJ ideas with the quickness. Then it's me connect app business. Next agile the artist in the mix. Woo, stay lit, my guy, we winning. Time to have fun, cafe. Whoa, three creators, three perspectives, one goal. Grab the popcorn now, let's play. Everybody welcome to Creative Cafe.
Hey, run that back, CJ. Let's see that one.
Oh, it's gonna play. It's gonna play again. Wait, can they see us?
Yeah, they can see us all in the glory right now. I'm watching us right now, player.
I come when I open the link on fucking. Oh, damn, sorry.
Welcome to the cafe. Hey, I'll give you live stream play by play. CJ here. I'm trying to get your boss speakers up here. What we say? Started on the journey.
Oh, because I ain't all the way. Okay, I see us. All right, cool. I know.
We working out kinks right now.
Nah, it was all Devin, y'all.
It was all Devin. Wait, let the song play, man. Let the music play. This hot fire.
Time to have fun, cafe. Three creators, three perspectives, one goal. Grab your popcorn now. Let's play. Everybody, welcome to Creative Cafe.
Hey, we in the building.
Devin, you killed that song, man. I need to tell you. I know I tell you every day on stream, but you fried that song, man.
Hey, my guy, appreciate you.
I was wondering if we could have like a rap battle, like a tech rap battle. Oh, we live. What's up, everybody?
We are 100%
no bars. So yeah, what's up, y'all? We are back for another episode of Creative Cafe. The reason we were late, and CJ can vouch for this, is because Devin is still having internet issues, man. We just switched to StreamYard. Don't hear with the roast.
Hey, I'm blaming it on. On StreamYard right now.
No, that's AT&T fault, player. That ain't StreamYard.
I'm blaming it on StreamYard.
I gotta turn on my lighting in. Hold on, I got y'all. Let me see. Let's hit the light a little bit.
We was using Skype. The
DSL. Let me turn up the ISO. There we go.
Hey, CJ, you did look like you was in the Twilight Zone, bro.
It's like he in detective's room right now.
Right. It's like Do-Rag Chronicles right now.
CJ knows.
Hey, I know. Right. Just woke up, got the do-rag on.
How everybody doing, man?
Monologues.
What is that?
Man, the first time they can hear the sound bites, y'all. So they ain't been able to hear.
Kawhi Leonard laugh.
They ain't been able to hear none of it. So,
but hey, listen, y'all. We just switched to StreamYard because Skype was like player hating. Y'all saw how many times CJ got kicked off last stream. And Devin internet issues was literally.
I never get kicked off. I just be putting my lens cap. It's a lens cap game right there. That's all that is.
I'm telling you.
Nah,
Devin, right now, man.
I don't know what Devin got.
I don't know what's going on.
Everything about your connection right now, Devin, is terrible.
Hey, you're not giving the people faith they can trust your tech advice, player.
Man, listen, your audio quality is garbage.
A tech channel, not a camera.
Devin got the fastest internet in the U.S. and he can't get his internet connection to work.
I'm gonna tell you what it is.
And your sound is horrible, Devin.
Let's talk about it for a second.
Huh?
Real quick. We're gonna dispel it.
Why are you so far away? I can't barely hear you. Here goes CJ.
What? They can't hear me?
Here we go, CJ. CJ going already.
All right, so I'm gonna talk about it real quick.
Oh, here we go.
So basically, the reason being is I think what it is I have an older iMac. You know what? I should have actually did the stream from my laptop. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, because I'm working fine right now, Devin.
No, but what's happening is, well, no, never mind. What's happening is for me right now is I'm on an older iMac, and I don't think the iMac is powerful enough to be able to handle the internet speed and trying to push 4K wireless.
Devin, that is the worst thing I ever heard. And
that's what it is, bro.
No, it's not, dude. You gotta.
Yes,
man, you're dumb.
I'm telling you,
that's not
the
it.
reason. Why
no, it's so you telling me that computer can edit 4K, but it can't stream through Chrome.
No, this computer cannot handle 4K. That's why I don't edit from it.
All right, whatever. Where's CJ at? CJ is gone. Let's go ahead. Let's drop the hashtag
right now.
Man, listen, it's all types of crap going in here. Yep. Hey, listen, Crazy Rozilla said, "Yep, there goes CJ already. Do-Rag Chronicles and missing." All right. Well, anyways, man. Even though I think CJ is preparing pizza rolls for the kids or something like that. Welcome. He back. that.
I ain't with no. I just be putting my thing on mute. Hey man, look, you know, player gotta get, you know, gotta get the green tea, gotta use the restroom, all that.
You had to pee during the stream.
Mac is like a.
Wait, whoa.
CJ,
did you go pee during the stream, dude?
No, sir. I just, you know, player have to get ready. You know what I'm saying? Look, hey man. Well, Devin, I don't know what's. Hey, Devin, player. Player,
Devin, get off
the
stream, Devin.
We gotta go.
I'm gonna be right back.
Could I at least get to the? Oh my God, Devin is going. I just want to get through the introduction. That's all I want to do. Well, listen.
I'll be right back, y'all. Hold
on. Well, welcome to the next episode of Creator Cafe, man. I hope everybody had a good week and a good day. Even though Devin is having all types of problems right now, we're gonna go ahead and get into it. So I will start the roll call. Let's see who up in this building already. We got El Jefe in here already, man. Shout out to El Jefe. We got Ashley.
Hey, head of security.
Yeah, Ashley Morrell. Why don't you go, Ashley? Go help Devin out with his internet woes. Like, but then you gonna have the same problems he got. Never mind.
Nah, but she always straight though. She can chat. Like Devin's the only one.
we got Emilio in here. Emilio, what's up, man? Y'all make sure y'all check out Emilio's new LUT packs. They are fire. We got Crazy Rodzilla, Tech for Your Knees. What's up, y'all? Savant.
Did you shout out Tech King Mike?
I see is he in here?
Yeah, he in here. I see him. CJ in the darkness, you know.
Yeah, I ain't make it that far yet, play. I'm going down the list.
Oh, my bad. You know, I
stop tripping, man.
Yeah, my bad. Just make sure everybody get their love. You know what I mean? Crazy Rodzilla, what up, bro?
Yeah, Ryder here, Savant Technology, Joan, Tech King Mike. There you go. Rodzilla, Emilio. We already said that. Who else? And then I think that's it, man. So we got some interesting stuff to talk about this stream. What happened to the? I guess it's just me, y'all. Devin gone, CJ gone, and CJ audio just cut. But anyways, we got some fire that we want to talk about tonight, man. So we're gonna start this off with one of the questions from last week. Emilio says, CJ, when do the interrogation start? You wild for that. But yeah, we're gonna start this off with a question from last week. And I think this was a question with that Ashley asked about fashion and like, does fashion matter on YouTube? And I think that's a dope. I think that's a dope question that we need to address and talk about, because I'll be honest, like, I'm not a big fashion head, man. I don't rock the latest and greatest, man. I don't wear like name brand. I don't wear name brand shoes. I don't really do none of that. So I do want to start it off with that question on if fashion is important. Either you go ahead and answer that question.
Oh, y'all talking about the swag and all that, what y'all wear and all that?
Yeah.
All right, so look, I see Devin backstage. Devin, you ready to come?
What is he doing?
I see him back. Hold on, let me.
Hey, Devin back there changing undershirts, man.
Hold on. Let me see. There you go with that.
Wow.
How you looking?
You look terrible, bro.
And we can't hear you yet.
You look terrible. We can't hear you.
Hold on, let me unmute you.
You were supposed to bring that one back on, man. I'm trying to reset up here. Give me
bro, you look like
we're gonna have to remove Devin for a second. I mean, you kind of alright. You know,
you feel like that, man. You ugly anyway, so it don't even matter.
Y'all just get used to Devin, you know, and his internet shenanigans. So
if it ain't Devin's screen like shrinking during the chat, his internet speed woes, or his camera quality, like, bro, you got bad streaming luck.
Fact.
Give me 1 second.
Oh, I think he still got the 144p. All right, a moment of silence, real quick for C-Kid, man. Let's
man, yeah.
Hold on. Give me 1 second.
Okay, we gonna give you 1 second. This is ridiculous. Next stream, Iconic. What up, man?
All right, so let's talk about y'all talking about the swag, right?
Yeah,
okay, so look.
So does it even matter?
I think it's yes and no on that one, because all right, number one, let me say, man, I'm kind of like the wrong person to give advice on this, because, you know, I come from a place called LA City, and we are very how what would you say it, man? We like the worst people, man. We all about swag and stuff. But here's how I do it. Like I always shop off the clearance rack. I buy, at the end of season, I just go and I clean off the clearance rack. It's all swaggy gear, but I never pay full retail for it. And it's not like top name brand, none of that crazy stuff. But because I don't like wearing logos and all that anyway. And so I keep my fashion at a how would you say it? What's the cost
forward?
But it's cost efficient.
Cost efficient. I like that, CJ.
So that's how I do it. And I do think like swag, like, I mean, you got to present yourself at least decently clean. Can't be looking like raggedy and all that. Like, I mean, hey, these YouTube streets, they will come for your head. Y'all saw them comments I was posting in the chat. Bro, they be coming for you, man. So, and then also I just think like people perceive you, regardless how you want to, the reality of like people, like they're very judgmental and they perceive you based in how you call it, prejudge you on how you look. So I'm not saying, fact. So I'm not saying you got like, even like having this do-rags, probably somebody prejudging me.
I'm prejudging you
right now. Hey, that's fine though, man. A player just woke up. Now hold on, I can I want the
show the wave off. I mean, show the
player with the. Let me see.
Boom.
There we go, CJ.
The real CJ in the building.
Yeah, I know. The real CJ was the do-rag CJ.
Hey, before I guess handle this, where is Devin, man? Can we all?
Man, he disconnected, bro. Devin is off the map. We got to do an RIP. I wish I had a rest in peace soundbite because it would definitely be going on. Hey, El Jefe, I'm the same, bro. I do not like wearing logos, bro. Like that. I don't know. I mean, like, I like wearing other creators' merch. Like, y'all see me wear, like, 368 shirts, KC merch, MKBHD. I got Vipers tee.
You got a couple of my tees, too. I gotta get my merch back online, man.
100% you do.
That's part of my... C-Kid said let me in. He just said this.
He said let him in. Should I let C-Kid back in?
Let him in, man. This homeless show.
I see where he at. I see him. Hold on. Let me add him.
He still look like crap. You still look like shit, bro. This is terrible, Devin. Creator Cafe, bro.
Hold on.
All right.
You a system pimp. You ain't even a real pimp.
I guess let me go while Devin is hooking up his dial-up modem. I think fashion is important, man.
That's what I said when I see.
My God.
When we see C-Kid, you looking kind of better, C-Kid, but still like.
Oh my God.
Terry over there can sing out the cut. Oh, we got to start a singing YouTube.
I'm coming out with it. I'm dethroning Kevin, man. Oh my God. Oh my God.
He got like an old church voice. Terry sound like he be up in the church getting.
Devin, just give it up and go mobile, dude.
Hey man, I'm trying, brother.
All right. Well, listen. I think fashion, when it comes to YouTube, is important, and let me tell you why. I'm not saying that you need to be the most trendy person, that you need to have the greatest gear and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I do think it's important to, I guess, connect with your audience, right? Because, like, if you got an audience of old people, and like your purpose is to try to connect the older audience, I think that it's kind of silly to wear punches. What is all of that noise, man?
What you hear?
Static.
I hear it too.
Static?
Oh my God, Devin killing this, man.
It ain't me, because I hear it too.
Is it my central air? What's up,
man? I don't know.
It ain't me, because I hear it.
It's going now. All right, it's going. Maybe it was that gorilla pop.
But I heard it though.
All right. So yeah, I think if you are like catering to a younger crowd, that obviously dressed like an old man doesn't work for your younger crowd, right? So I do think it's important. I don't necessarily.
My audio. Is it fine? Well, y'all said it's gone, so all right, my bad.
So I do think it's important. I'm not saying that you need to be the most swaggy person walking, but I'll be like a few times I've heard like it's dope to see, you know, somebody of color with some swag in a YouTube space. So I do think to an extent it does matter. Maybe it's not a huge deal, but maybe it's one of those things where it's just a way for your audience to connect with you. What was that?
That's Devin.
Oh my God.
Hey, look. Hey, here's another point. I don't know, y'all. You know, there's a lot, especially in the tech space, because it ain't much swag across the board. It's a little bit of swag. You know, I see a lot of sneakerheads. I love the people who love sneakers. I'm not a sneakerhead, man. Hey, man, that's cool, man. It's not for everybody. I actually would discourage people from becoming. Oh, it says when CJ unmutes, the background noise comes in for a few seconds. Devin died again. Devin is dead. So that means that's probably from my AVX. You know what? I'll start muting through StreamYard. That's my bad. I got a switch on my lav that I've been hitting, so that's probably the reason. So Devin is going again. Devin died. Hey man, hey, let a moment of silence for C Kid Tech. It's a wrap. Devin is it's done. Like I'm not into sneakers, man. A lot of times my sneakers cost like $20, dude. I remember I put up a post on Twitter not too long ago. Like it was holding the camera, but it was like my sneakers is $20. Everybody got their vice of where they like to spend money on. I'm not really into sneakers and clothes, but I will spend all of my money on a camera or a personal protection item. I'll keep it stream friendly. It's so, you know, everybody got their vice that they'll spend money on. For me, it's not sneakers. However, that don't mean that I won't go to Gabe's and hit that clearance rack and spend $30 and come out with 6 outfits. Let me tell you how like, because you know, you say you spend about like $20 on sneakers. So like, look, when CK said let him in again. Oh, look, all right, we're gonna let CK in, man. Oh so, my God, man. This is how it started. I used to follow this Twitter account that put out sneakers on a deal, like sneakers that I like, and I get them for like $30. But then I ended up with like 60 whatever pairs of like $30 sneakers. And then I graduated to like, you know, just buying Jordans and stuff. Yeah, R.I.P. Devin. Hey, can we get a hashtag? R.I.P. Devin. Devin, get out. Get out. I don't think I've ever spent more than $100 on a pair of tennis shoes. That's good, man. Don't ever spend more. No, I have spent money. Like I've never spent over $100 on a pair. X is the place to buy. Play. You paying resale? Savant Technologies. Oh, Savant he a real sneakerhead. He over there paying resale. Man, don't blame it on StreamYard, Devin. It's the dollar.
Brother, StreamYard, brother.
Nah, you was trash on Skype last time.
Can y'all hear?
We can hear you.
See, hey, maybe everybody could donate to Devin's internet connection.
Oh, can y'all hear me though?
Maybe somebody need to drop the link because Devin, it's clear. It's clear you need some help.
Hey,
he already playing StreamYard. Like, yo. Yeah, we can hear you.
Y'all hear me?
We can hear you. We just can't see you.
Barely.
I'm gonna do the whole stream like this one. Hold up. Bam.
Devin, how do you feel about fashion, Devin, when it comes to YouTube?
Well, first off, you know what? This StreamYard is
Nah, getting exposed.
But
exactly. He's gonna lie and say he got fiber. Fiber what? Fiber dial up.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you what it is.
I'm
gonna tell you what it is. So
Devin's still in his neighbor Wi-Fi.
Actually, I can't tell y'all what it is because there's some stuff behind it, but I can't tell y'all what it is. But a video will be coming out about it, but
he finna trash the service.
It's Robot Timmy that's taking all the internet bandwidth. That's what it is.
Nah.
It's the robot.
It's definitely not Robot Timmy. Robot Timmy is a great product.
Hey, you need to give Verizon Fios.
No, but basically, my thoughts on it is this. And apologize if you guys just won't be seeing my face today.
The audio too, just by FYI.
Oh man. Hold up. I can.
No, just keep going. We'll never get through the stream if you don't. If just keep going.
So my thoughts on it is this, man.
Oh my God.
All right, so my thoughts is this, y'all. So this is what I feel about it. I personally don't think that.
We should have just called Evan on the phone and did a three-way call.
I personally don't think that fashion really matters when it comes to creating a channel or your video or whatever. I'm not that big into fashion like that. I can care less when it comes to fashion and all of that. But I would say when it comes to your channel, I think content is everything over what you're actually or what your appearance is. Now,
but you don't think appearance is a part of content?
Devin, you just go ahead and be pixelated, player. You ain't gotta hide.
Yeah, man, don't hide.
We gonna listen to you. No matter
but
how
like, but I think
you don't think presentation is part of content.
I don't, man. I think I do. I'm gonna put it this way: it all depends on what your channel is about. Like, if fashion is a part of your branding, and if that's what you're putting out there, then I personally think that your being fashion forward is important. But if it's not, then to me, I think content is king over everything. I don't think that you should focus that much, at least when you're first starting out. When you first starting out, I don't think that you should focus that much on what clothes you're wearing, or if you're trying to stick to a certain trend. I don't think that's important. I think when you're first starting out, I think it's all about the content that you create and trying to win over an audience that doesn't know who you are yet. I think that's the biggest thing that you have to try to push forward for. But
I'm looking at it like this though. If it's a part of you and it's a part of you that you want to share and other people relate, then that's a common ground just for like relations. But it's not a necessity. 100% it's not.
Right.
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
Oh yeah, Mr. Mobile definitely got mad swag.
Oh yeah, he definitely got the swag.
I saw him and bro was like, hey.
I don't even know who that is.
You don't know who Mr. Mobile is?
I don't know who that is.
Go. I promise if you looked him up and saw who he was, you would know. You would be like, oh, him. Yeah, he definitely got swag. Bro is got that. He got that mature, grown up swag. Well, I hear echo on me. Yeah, somebody got their audio on.
I might got my headphones up too loud.
I got my headphones in. But
no, it's like a low echo though. But
it might be mine coming out because I don't got both of my buds in, so it might be coming from all
the buds. Got you.
Yeah. I think it matters to an extent. I feel like, and this is just me, I guess, giving perspective to what Devin said. Like I think, like when people are watching you, that you should give them something presentable to look at. Maybe it's not wearing the latest and greatest, shirts or gear or tennis shoes, but I think it does play a part. Yeah, and RP Devin's internet. Yeah. What do y'all think about fashion, man? Does it matter to you? Like when you watch people's content, does it matter what they wearing or how they look or what their presentation look like? I'm interested to hear other people's opinions before we go ahead and move on to the meat and potatoes, the crap we really want to talk about. Let's see if anybody say something.
Anybody out there on the iPhone? How y'all?
Oh, you gonna take it this way, huh?
No. Just a quick moment. Who Pro iPhone 11, Pro iPhone.
You want to know why I didn't order it?
Hold on.
You want to know why I didn't order it, CJ?
I know why you didn't order it.
Why didn't I order it, CJ?
Because you sticking to your S10.
Because I'm broke. That's why I didn't order it. That's why I didn't order the iPhone, because I ain't got another $1,000 to get him.
The iPhone 11s was like, it's only like what, $699?
I ain't got that either.
No, but if you did a trade in, Loki, you probably the majority of the way.
No, I still owe money on my Galaxy S10. I ain't one of the cool guys. I ain't getting no.
See, and so that's another thing. See, that's what goes into this thing. That's why I was trying to get reviewers to realize they be bashing phones because they get them year after year. But like everybody be on cycles. Everybody got to pay out their phone, and then once they finally get to that point, they're like excited, about that phone, and like you got a jaded reviewer out here just throwing stones at something that you just so hyped to get. You waited 2 years to finally upgrade, and you got this jaded tech reviewer. That's what I've been trying to speak to lately. I think people need to keep that in mind. Should I let Devin back in on you?
Let him again. Let him in. Let him in, man. Let the dude in. This is ridiculous, man. Let me tell you how my dad used to tell me when I used to come into our house. Either you inside or you outside. The air conditioning is on. You can't keep coming in and out the door.
You're letting them flies in, boy.
Let the flies in, boy. Iconic said, I think if you see them wearing the same shirt.
Oh, well, Hefe got an iPhone coming. Okay.
No, hold on. Let's go back to. Oh, hold on. What he said?
Iconic said, if you wear the same shirt 3 or 4 videos in a row, that's the issue.
I don't think so.
Oh,
I got the same black video.
I'm definitely. Some people bulk record. That's what Tech King might. Yep. I definitely do that.
Yep, I do that too.
And I ain't finna take 3-4 shirts out to the park or wherever I'm shooting at. I ain't doing that play. I ain't finna be.
All I wear is black shirts.
My thing is, if people are watching my videos just for my shirt,
though, if you wear just all black tees, won't nobody know.
If people are watching my video just because I'm wearing certain shirts, bruh, nah.
Well, Devin, they be laughing at your undershirts.
Iconic Oz got wardrobe over there. He got a rack of clothes over there just switching in. Oh, player.
I don't switch shirts like that. I used to do it, but after a while, I stopped. I was like, ain't no point.
Like, I'm not gonna front. Like, black clothes is where it's at. I mean, if I wanted to just be grimy, I could just throw the same socks on I had on yesterday. You would never know.
Fact.
Never know.
Yep. Nah, but I'm all about black socks, black tees.
Now Devin had on white socks.
hey, ain't nothing wrong with the white socks, player.
Nah, player.
Did y'all notice that white socks making a comeback?
Ain't nothing wrong with the white socks, player.
They have a what?
Ain't nothing wrong with the Hanes, player.
Hey, everybody in the chat, what you wear? Black socks or white socks? I need to know.
Hey man,
I gotta wear black socks.
I'm gonna tell you this: black socks cost more. The white socks, you brother.
That's because white socks don't last like black socks. I feel.
Oh, nah, they last, brother.
Team black socks,
man. Every time they get
Crazy Rock Dilla. He know the vibes. Black socks.
El Jefe showing some love, baby. You know, he rocked with the gray sweaters. We on deck. Hey, fall season about to come up too. Hey, we on.
It is fall though.
Is it fall already?
It's about there. Well, it was 90 degrees in Cleveland today, so
it was definitely
no, not today, but 2 days ago it was 90 degrees.
It was hot today around here.
LeBaron. Respect, brother.
LBZ.
Oh, we got new people in here. LB, what up, man? We just talk about wardrobe, Devin's white socks. Let me just fill you in real quick since you knew. The first 30 minutes of the stream have been internet connection.
Yeah.
Hey man, you know.
Don't touch nothing, man.
Is it good? Is it good right now?
Don't touch it again.
Is it good right now?
It's about as good as it's gonna get.
I think I might know what it is. I'm
Here
about
we go.
to switch to the 873. I think I might know what it is.
What you using?
I can't tell you, man. I'll tell y'all after the stream is over.
Oh,
you that way. No. I'm on my laptop right now, but I can't tell y'all.
Yeah, we rocking with the Apple. You got the Apple 720.
I'll tell y'all after the stream. But
why is Apple webcam so trash? Why?
Oh man,
the MacBook, you pay so much money for MacBooks, MacBook Pros, and the webcam is the same trash.
It's a matter of space
for the last 15 years, bro.
But I don't understand why they don't put the same camera on the MacBook Pros that they got
on the iPhone, right?
On the iPhone.
Because the iPhone is also a much thicker device. So if that lens is not flat,
in the interrogation room,
that lens can't be that big though.
But man, have you seen the iPhone's camera module? Do you know what it look like,
bruh? It can't be that big from here to fit. It should be able to easily.
Don't touch nothing, or you gonna get.
I guarantee you, they should be able to put this camera inside of the Mac. No question.
I think it's ridiculous that they have it. Like, it shouldn't be an afterthought at this point. Too many people stream for a camera to be this, excuse my language, ass in a computer. We paid $3,000 for a computer with a 720p.
Don't cuss. Think about it though. How often are you getting your MacBook Pro or your laptop for its camera.
It's part of the package.
But how often are you
That's how
using
they
it?
sell it though. They sell. You know why nobody use it? Because it's trash. they sell it as a bundled in one. You can't upgrade it. You got to that's BS.
That's
I mean, I don't know.
I would pay for an up. Well, first of all,
is that a selling feature for you?
Camera.
Is that a selling feature?
It is.
For y'all?
It is
really the camera on your computer is a selling
maybe you're right, but they should at least give us an option to purchase a better camera if you are somebody who streams on.
You gotta come out of pocket and go buy like a Logitech, which is trash.
Now that I agree with you.
But the thing is, they'll charge us $400 where we could just go get a real streaming camera.
My thing is, they could have sold me this MacBook Pro here without a camera, and I would have been straight.
What?
They could have sold me this without a camera. I would have been straight on it.
So you would buy a laptop without a webcam?
Absolutely.
Shut up.
In 2019.
No, you wouldn't.
Why would I need it,
bro? Look, Devin, like we've done so many video conference conference call on the road.
But I got this. I got my phone. I don't need to have that on my Mac. I'm using my Mac. Here's how I look at it. I'm using my Mac strictly for editing purposes, looking up information, scripting, whatever I need to do as far as emails, that type of stuff. If I need to take video conferencing calls, I can do that on my phone or whatever. I don't know. That's just how I look at it.
All right, listen. We can debate this all.
But I agree though. It should.
They need to quit putting it's selfish to Apple.
Yeah,
it's dumb.
Dude, they over here. They getting over, bro. They're not trying to put in that extra cost. Like they trying to keep.
This is probably the camera from the first iPhone that they got.
100%.
Oh yeah, you know it.
Slapping in here, and then they got the nerve to be like, "Oh, we put a T2 chip in it to make it even more crap." And still,
yeah, you're right, John. Logitech is a good alternative, but we shouldn't have to pay for that. Like, if I don't want to carry another accessory. We already got Dongle City, so like for me to have to carry a webcam too, that's ridiculous. But I will say that Apple webcam is fire if you're outside. But who uses? I mean, like it's rare you're gonna take an outside meeting, but if you in the house, it's trash.
I agree.
You can walk around while on a conference call. Sometimes walking around clears the mind.
You can walk around with holding the laptop.
I think you're talking about phone, probably.
Phone. Okay, I hope so.
All right, but listen. Let's get to the.
It's the eyesight camera they had in 2008.
Y'all like going off on tangents, and this is how we look up in this midnight and we still talking.
Nah, but,
the last time it was y'all two. It wasn't me, brother.
Well, we spent half the stream trying to fix your connection issue.
Hey, Tech King.
I didn't see my 30 minutes back.
Hey, Tech King. Even though StreamYard maxes at 720, that's what YouTube streams at. So it wouldn't even do us no better to have 1080.
Oh yeah, big shout out to Tech King Mike, man, killing it with the live stream. I just got lost for words.
Got the fights over there.
Yeah, I watched that. I actually watched the replay today. That was legit.
So big shout out to Tech King Mike. Hey, drop the donation link in case anybody wants to contribute to the screen, man. Maybe you want to help Devin get a faster internet bundle. Maybe a better.
I will explain it after the stream.
Yeah, whatever. If anybody wants to contribute to what we do, man, we are here to help out people, talk creative stuff. Greatly appreciate it. Whether you donate $1,
$1. We are spinning on live. I don't know. Is y'all live? Looking fine.
I'm looking good right now, baby. I can see all the fine fibers in my fresh haircut. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Are y'all cool?
I said, LeBaron always be salty. That
was easy. I'm gonna be honest, brother. Yeah, it was an interesting one.
I'm gonna have to respectfully disagree with you, player.
Right?
You ain't winning that one, dog. You ain't winning that one. So listen, we want to get into the meat and potatoes, man. What do it take to start YouTube? A lot of people have that question. What do it take to start YouTube? So as three people who, like CJ has crossed 30,000 subscribers. Let's all give CJ Devin has now crossed 14,000 subscribers. Let's give a round of applause. And here's me with my punk ASS little 7,400.
Hey man, that ain't no small.
I'm gonna take that last one of them. I ain't mad, but
Can I? Maybe I should make an announcement here with my few people who actually here.
Hey,
look, I want to. I'm just gonna let y'all know that I'm gonna be going. Like, I want to.
I'm excited for this. Tell them right now, man.
Oh, you telling them? You telling them?
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna mention it here, and then
let's
do
go.
an official announcement and all that stuff.
A round of applause right now.
I got
y'all about to get that exclusive right now, y'all.
Your boy CJ on next Sunday. It's crazy. I'm glad we on StreamYard now, so I'm gonna be StreamYarding from LA, but I'm gonna be out there on some business with YouTube. So I'll do a full official release on like my Twitter or something in my YouTube channel. But just know I'm gonna be out there on something with YouTube out in LA, man. I can't wait to go.
Yeah.
We all got good news. CJ ain't the only one in here with good news. Me and Devin on the 27th to the 29th have a very secret. It ain't really secret. Yeah, but we ain't gonna tell y'all. Just know that you got to stay tuned. We were invited out somewhere really dope for something really dope. And I guess we'll just tell y'all when to get here. But just shout out to everybody in the squad, man, making moves, applying pressure, keeping the pressure on, man. I'm very proud of y'all, especially with y'all subscriber numbers going on. And you know what I'm saying? Hefe said, for context, 85% of channels don't earn 1,000 subs. That is facts.
100%. Hey, Crazy Rozilla, I'm not gonna be going home because I'm gonna be so busy. Like my days are flexed up. But I think me and Devin are supposed to be possibly coming back in October. So that one I have a little more leniency. But yeah, we'll talk about that one later.
Yeah, but major congrats to everybody. But like I was saying, since we all have are on our way to building audiences, man, I think maybe we could share some essentials for people who are just starting or maybe are thinking about getting started. Like, what are the necessities to get into the YouTube game? We could talk equipment, we could talk technique, we could talk like anything you want to.
Hey, before we go any further, let's give a huge shout out to BH Photo Play. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to BH Photo. They're a great company, man, and they work with creators. And yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to BH Photo,
just in case you start talking about equipment, because I got some equipment to show off.
Yeah. We've been kind of putting this off for several streams, but I'm gonna go ahead and let the cat out the bag, right? So Creator Cafe, we have it's not a sponsorship, but we are working in tandem with BH Photo on a lot of different things. So that was part of the reason why we went out to New York a couple weeks ago, was to try to was to line that up, and we're partnered with BH Photo. So
can y'all talk about the equipment y'all use? Because I haven't used it. So y'all can give a slight a little
hold on real quick, play. I'll be right back.
All right, well, I'll talk about it while Terry getting what he's getting. So we had the opportunity to check out. So one of the pieces of equipment that I had the opportunity to check out is the RS100 Mark 7. And again, man, major shout out, man, to BH Photo. Y'all, if y'all follow me out there on Twitter, man, Instagram, whatever, y'all saw the trailer that I put up. That's gonna be coming out. I'm trying to get it out tomorrow, man. That camera right there that Terry holding. I absolutely love that camera, man. The RS100 Mark 7 camera is legit. Now, I have a whole rap tech coming out about it, but just to give y'all my quick down and dirty thoughts about it, man. I think it's a dope camera. The color science on it, I think, is dope if you vlogging. Would I use it as like a B cam or something like that? Probably not, but I would definitely use it for like vlogging, for Instagram stories. If you're trying to do your IGTV, it is the perfect camera for that, man. Like, everything about that camera, man, is just dope. The flip up screen was dope. The other thing is, man, a lot of people was complaining about was, oh, well, if you flip the screen up, there's the whole, it's covering the microphone.
Yeah, you know, really killing stuff for reviews, man.
Hey, man, I got to give the people, man, my quick thoughts on it, man. Like, and I think the audio in it is dope. Overall, man, it is a super dope camera, yo.
This is tracking my eye in video mode right now, which is nuts.
Is that that's what you're using?
Yeah, but yeah. So BH, man, we'll drop links to stuff that we use. make sure y'all go through BH, support the stream, support BH Photo. But we did want to drop that news, man. BH is a all of y'all know about them, man. They great business practices, never price gouging, always got the latest and greatest. So we super pumped to be partnered with them. And as we get new stuff to check out, man, we'll share it on the stream with y'all. So that y'all can get in on the stuff too. You know what I'm saying? But as far as what I think is necessary to start YouTube, and I'm gonna be the whole sentimental one, right? I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna do that first. I'm gonna be sentimental.
Somebody cue the sad music.
Yeah, man, play some like soap opera music or something like that. Get that going. But
I don't got that, man.
Oh, man, you tripping, player.
Hey, man,
And you're mad.
But yeah, I think more than anything, and I kind of made a video about this maybe about 3 months ago on like, do you really want to become a YouTuber? Before you get into equipment, before you start worrying about cameras and monetizing your channel and all of that, you got to consider, do you have the balls to be a YouTuber or a content creator? Because it sucks sometimes. It really sucks sometimes. A lot of times you put hours into editing projects and stuff like that, and you upload them and you get no traffic or engagement. People say negative crap on your videos all day long, and if you don't understand that those are literally internet trolls, and people will say anything behind a computer, like that could literally take the wind out of somebody's sail and stop them in their tracks. So I would say, like, before, Viper in here, we on StreamYard, baby. Ain't no more disconnections except for Devin. Yeah, more than anything, I think to get started on YouTube, you need to have a sound mind, and you need to be like, you got to have thick skin. So before you jump into YouTube, you really got to ask yourself, like, am I really built for this? Because it's a lot of stuff on YouTube that's going to make you want to quit in your early days. It's stuff on YouTube like me, Devin, and CJ, and we're experienced content creators at this point. It's still stuff that makes us like, man, why are we doing this? You know what I'm saying? We spinning our wheels in XYZ. So my thing that you need is you need thick skin. You got to get thick skin. If you don't have it, develop it before you hop on YouTube. So I'll pass the baton.
Or disable your comments or something.
Yeah, but then that's a sucker way out, man.
Yeah, man. I'm just trying to get them.
So I'll be honest. Part of my YouTube like viewing experience, when I go to a video, I'm already scrolling the comments. You know what I'm saying?
Not 100%.
Oh yeah.
Like, sometimes I like seeing the funny comments because I'm a jokester. But I also like seeing people.
I be rolling.
Question with that though is, what if you have sponsored content?
Here you go.
The question, brother.
You had to throw this in there, man.
Hey, you got to throw it in there because some people may want to know. So, like, what if you have sponsored content and it comes to like your comment section? Like, should you disable the comments for those types of videos, or would you keep them up?
I'm not disabling comments because I'm not mad at people who constructively want to give me their real opinion about my work, even though I didn't ask for it. It comes with the territory when it comes to YouTube. So I would hate to disallow people who are my loyal, or maybe they're new to my channel. I would hate to take that ability for them to be able to wait, for them to share their feedback, whether it's good, bad, happy, or sad, on the video.
You're mad.
But when I go to a video in the comment section,
dude, that's the funniest drop.
I'm gonna be honest, man. If the YouTube video has the comment section disabled, I'm getting off the video. I'm just gonna be honest. If the comments ain't there, I'm not watching.
Well, unless you understand, like, certain things, like if they put up something that's like, real sentimental, personal, or they don't want nobody like going, crazy. Some things are kind of some things I get it, but yeah, man. Hey, man, take it, man. And you can always delete. Or put them filters on. I got them filters on, man. Hey, but YouTube filter is. Hey, I'm starting to get annoyed with it though, because Devin be on lockup.
They got
Versatile be on lockup. They got y'all marked as like, man, hit.
I gotta get it. I gotta get
Versatile
out of jail free card.
Making teddy bear stories in the grocery store. That's why getting blocked. But I don't know. I don't get a lot of. I think people who make a lot of iPhone centric content get a lot of haters, and people who make a lot of Samsungs censored content get a ton of trolls and a ton of haters, because I don't really make a lot of content focused on either of them. Like, I don't get a ton of negative people in my comment section, which is crazy. Like, back when I was on YouTube and I used to cuss and all that stuff, I used to get a lot of people, but now it's very rare that I get, like, I don't have no filter set up, which I need to, because I know, like, I could get my channel messed up. I'm gonna set that up, but I don't really get too many negative comments, man. I don't.
Oh, need to add C-Kid. Oh, as an approved. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Do we want to give C-Kid that accent?
He don't deserve it right now.
Oh, man, I'm out here in the corner, man.
He on punishment, man.
Hold on, let me see.
All right, so my thoughts on, man, as far as like starting your new channel, kind of like some of the things that you need.
There you go. He's a moderator now.
I think one of the things that is the biggest thing is having a strategy for your channel before you even start. Like, before you even thinking about camera, before you thinking about even filming your first video, I think the very first thing, man, is having a strategy. One, what do you want to start with? And actually talk about, like, what is the projection of, or the trajectory of what you want your channel to be. I think that's important. Now, did I do that when I first started? No, but looking back, it is something that I wish I would have done. Now, you said what?
I'm talking about CJ extra loud keyboard.
Hey, I'm sorry, I got a mechanical keyboard.
Joint.
Yeah, you know.
But I think it's I think having a strategy going like out of the gate is a great way to start. Because you don't want to be like that creator that's just kind of like all over the place trying to figure things out. I mean, granted that it's still going to be a part of it.
Like Terry.
I mean, I'm in the same boat, man. Like I haven't figured it all out.
Read the chat, Terry, man. Oh, sorry, Devin.
Oh, no, you're good. But I look at like certain creators or whatever. I study other creators, not necessarily just in the tech field, but I study, other creators that may be even some in the fashion field, some that's in the, music field or whatever. Like, I study a lot of different creators from all over and not just the tech side of it. Because a lot of them, even outside of the tech space, are doing a lot of stuff really well. So I think for me, man, it's one of those things where I think having a strategy out of the gate is super, super important before you even start filming your first video, period. Don't worry about camera gear. Don't worry about none of that. Having a strategy and a plan is important.
I gotta be the devil's advocate on the camera gear thing. I ain't gonna lie. When it comes to camera gear and hey, look, use what you can. I ain't telling you to go out there, but I am slightly
camera snob.
Yeah, like I won't lie. I mean, I watch creators that use smartphone only 100% because they got that killer content. But like, I literally I started off with an A6300 only because I was calculated. But that's me. But I like to say that equipment and like I like clean video and clean audio. So if you can come out the gate with those two, man.
I agree.
Yep. I think cameras matter, man. As much as we say gear don't matter, that's a lie. Gear does matter. Maybe it doesn't matter to the extent that we obsess over it, but it does matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, not having a camera having a camera that doesn't have slow motion capabilities versus one that has slow motion capabilities, that could change your content. You know what I'm saying? Or there's a lot of other things that maybe older cameras don't have that modern cameras do have that can really help you make more engaging content. So I think it's a white lie to say that gear doesn't matter, but I don't think you should allow not having necessarily the gear that you want to prevent you from starting. You know what I'm saying? RP3, man, I appreciate that. You know, it's crazy. That video got no love, bro. That's one of them. That's one of them thick skins moments that you gotta have. Like, that was a video that me and Willie Morris put a lot of thought and effort into, and it only got like 5.
You don't promote it no more. You should drop that link every once in a while.
Man, but you know how I
drop that joint right now.
No, because then everybody gonna leave the stream and go watch that. Go watch that fire. Hey, but man, listen, I'm about to blow myself. Did y'all see that A73 low light test?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that was a dope video.
That video was fire.
Boy, if you didn't, that one I'm gonna drop because
we about to go from 11 to 3.
Right. Yeah, that video.
That's all right. Power's still on. Let's see what we got. Like people still watching Power.
No, that video was fire though.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Man, I posted that on Facebook, and because I called it cinematic, all the cinematic police came out. Like this.
Okay, so somebody said the iPhone is better when they get a better front-facing camera. Hold up, play. They just said 4K 60. 4K
60 now.
It's gonna be people just be hating. They hate Apple, and then they said 90 hertz, 120 hertz refresh rate screen.
Yo,
we're gonna see what that looks like if it's on the Pixel. I need to see what this is in real life.
All cameras are great if you have
the right
lighting.
You gotta be out in the sun.
Yeah. Like, so even if the iPhone right now, like the iPhone 10s Max, is great if you in natural sunlight, it's great. Most of these smartphones right now, they're not gonna be great in low light situations anyway. It just is what it is.
But that was gonna be one of the points I was gonna make. Like, that was kind of like my segue when I started saying gear don't matter. Like, it don't mean that you got to go out and get the most expensive camera. I usually say, like, when people ask me, which I'm about to start charging people for my time because I have to answer this question way too much. I want to start YouTube. What camera should I get? I tell them,
you create a course. I've been telling Terry need to create a course. Terry is low key like a camera guru, man. This fool knows the ins and out of cameras. So I think he should definitely create pit photo editing and stuff like that, man.
I'm just trying to find a way to fit it into my channel. That might be a secondary channel I start.
Yeah, or it could be just a website. Like, hey, you just like that A73 video you just dropped with all that low light. Yo, you could have had like a spot in there, like, yo, come to my website, see how I did this or whatever behind the scenes and something, because you know what I mean? Like, a lot of people would love to be able to create content like that. Like, because they could go out and create commercials for people. That's paid work right there. That caliber of content is paid work. You can go out and hustle, make you your money to put into your channel so you can buy the camera, the swagged out camera and all that stuff, man. So 100%.
I'm gonna we'll talk backstage. But when I have to answer this question, man, the number one question I get is how to start YouTube, which I'm gonna come out with some type of course for that. And also, what camera should I get? And I've been thinking about I don't know, I get asked this question so much, coming up with here's what you need to buy to start YouTube. This is the cost from start to finish, picking the camera, picking XYZ, getting started. But the number one camera I recommend for YouTube starters is Canon M50. I don't think you can get a better starter camera when it comes to a camera that has mirrorless, got 4K, got good picture quality, a flip out screen. I don't think you can beat that camera for somebody who's getting started on YouTube.
What camera?
The Canon M50.
I was about to say, player, we gotta talk about this one. This is the go-to 100%. I 100% recommend this to beginning YouTubers. I see a lot of people grab a couple other cameras, but I think this is the one you should grab.
Everybody I know people grab Panasonic G7s and then end up selling them for Canon M50. Canon
M50 is legit.
I think I still want to. The said the SL2. The SL2 is good too, but I just think at this point,
getting a lot of loud.
Mirrorless cameras are so good that there's no reason to go back and buy a regular DSLR.
You probably hearing my air. My air just came. All
right.
And play. It's hot. Look, hey, I ain't gonna burn up for y'all for good audio. I'm gonna let my AC run or central air, shall I say?
Cameras are so good now. It's literally no reason unless you just want the DSLR.
So that's kind of my I guess
RP3 get using that one. Yeah. I
guess the only thing about recommending for a person just starting out, although the Canon M50 is dope, because I've gotten me and CJ and we've all shared footage from that camera. My question is would you recommend a mirrorless camera for a beginning though?
Because mirrorless. I started off with one.
Because when you step into that mirrorless world, you got to think about them them lenses that come along with them.
Hold on, we talking about Canon. Look, let me show you.
Because the lenses, bro, they ain't
this is the kit lens. This is free. I mean, it's bundled into the cost.
Granted,
you can get up far.
I just got this bad boy for $250.
I got the 50 millimeter. Look, Canon 50 millimeter, $120. Yep. There you go. Boom.
Yep. Let me tell you why it's so much easier to learn on mirrorless versus a DSLR. Mirrorless, like when it comes to understanding the exposure triangle, it makes it.
Somebody talking about the A6400. Yeah. Hey, iconic. I got some content coming on that one, but yeah.
Finish what I was saying though, because is that okay if I just finish what I was saying?
I'm sorry, Play. Hey, excited. He's talking about switching from the M50 to the A64.
And Savant said M50 is good for higher levels of productions. Absolutely, put some good glass on that sucker, and you can. But like I said, a mirrorless is way better for learning the exposure triangle because you can see in real time what each thing does. Like increase your shutter speed, you can see it in real time on a mirrorless camera. Increase your aperture, you can see what it looks like in real time on a mirrorless. On a DSLR, that doesn't happen. So I definitely think you can. And also with kit lenses, like Devin said, instead of people dropping all this money on expensive cameras, I would rather tell you to get a cheaper camera, get some decent glass, to get some lighting. You know what I'm saying? Because if you got good lighting and a decent lens on a Canon M50 versus somebody that got an EOS R and crap lighting with a kit lens, your M50 footage is gonna look way better. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I say.
Yeah, I agree to that, man. Because I think understanding lighting is so important.
That's what photography is all about. It's light.
Yep. And this is my number one recommendation, man. My number one recommendation is do not buy a light that you cannot adjust the brightness of, or the Kelvin level.
But okay,
I personally don't. Because
I got the Amazon special right here,
bro. I had the Amazon special, and one of my big. It depends on your settings. Like in this room that I'm in right now, like that I built out or whatever. It's got a lot. It's got windows or whatever, but there are times where it can be dark or whatever, and then it's not. It's too small.
You got the building dish.
No, I let that go. I let that go.
He was over there in his panties and everything.
I think you gotta have a light that you can adjust that brightness setting on. Because if you don't, man, you're gonna have just crazy lighting, man. It's gonna be super bright on one side, bro. I'm telling you now, if you don't get nothing else from this stream, do not buy the Walmart special. Hold on, what's the name of the Amazon joint? What's the name of the Amazon?
That kind of that goes kind of against, but with that, but there is. You can buy like 5,500 Kelvin light bulbs. Like if you're in a room, you don't have any type of special lighting. Like I remember I started off, I went to Target, I bought these 5,500 Kelvin. Matter of fact, I still use them to this day throughout the crib.
Kelvin, the newer one. Don't buy the newer soft boxes.
Really? I got one right here.
Don't throw that away. throw that away right now.
That is the newest soft box.
Man, throw that out.
Hey, my light look good.
Hey man, you better throw that away.
Yeah, you throw your whole camera set away right now.
Hey man, speaking of that, I thought I told Com like they could send me that. Man, I just thought about it because somebody said something about a speed booster.
I actually saw Godox, the Godox SL 60 watt. I actually saw Technically T's video about that. I am interested in that light too.
I'm gonna just tell y'all now.
see how, because that mug is like considerably cheaper than the light I know CJ got, which is that.
Here's one of my things. Okay, when it comes to buying equipment, and yeah, it's cool to get like you got two ways to do it. You can do like what Devin's saying, like you get that one, but then like eventually you're gonna buy a aperture. So why? I mean,
because you might not have $900 to come out the gate as a new content creator.
No, 100%. But I feel like you can stick to like something that'll get you by until you scrape up the bread to get the 120D, and then just have the 120D instead of like buying the Godox and then later on buying the 120. Then that's like $1,500 all together or whatever. $6 plus.
The newer cost me $49, bro.
And that's what I'm saying.
It's been solid since I bought it.
Look,
throw that, man, throw that away.
You can't talk crap, Devin. You only got a reliable internet connection.
Bro, throw that away, bro. Like, I had them newer boxes, bro, and them things are trash.
No, your internet connection is trash.
They trash, dude. I'm telling y'all now, do not buy the newer boxes. Like,
now listen, if you're breaking them down and putting them back up and breaking them down, obviously they're not gonna.
Oh no.
But if you literally just need a key light to put there and you don't have a lot of money to spend, like there's nothing wrong with the Amazon special.
Save up. Don't do it.
No.
Don't do it.
So you telling me my lighting look bad right now?
No. I'm not saying it looks bad. I'll tell you this. I think if you're in like a studio, like a legit like photography studio,
then you need more powerful lights.
No. Those lights are actually perfect for it. Like if you're trying to lighten a backdrop, those lights are actually perfect for that. But I think if you,
I don't know if the 120D will ever drop in price.
No, I don't think it'll ever drop in price.
There's too many people going there. There's too many people buying it at full price.
Yeah.
By the way, shout out to Tech Rant. What's up, dude? Oh, but yeah, it's too many people buying the Aperture 120D at full price. They don't have a reason to drop it.
It be on back order. Even the light dome for it be on back order all the time. They can't keep it in stock. Like,
there's no doubt that light, the 120D is by far the best lighting that's out. Like I don't think you can find a better lighting that's out. But I would just say stay away from the newer boxes. Hold on, what happened?
Hey, how did that feel to be in the chat by yourself? How did that feel? Because that's how I felt while your internet was messing up.
I'm like, what happened, bro?
That's how I felt when your internet was messing up.
Hold on, we ain't even back on the stream. Hold on.
Yes, we are. No, we didn't go off stream. I just did.
Hold on, where's CJ go?
Nobody knows where CJ is. As usual. Hashtag where's CJ? I'm dropping it right now.
Nah, but the 120D though is definitely a legit light. But I'm gonna tell you, just my personal experience. I'm not gonna lie, I got attracted to the price of the newer soft boxes. When I first started, I was like, all right, cool. I need some lighting. Boom, let me go grab those or whatever. But another investment, what I would say is the lighting within your home. Like if you can change your bulbs out, like I got this lighting right up behind me. If you can change your bulbs out to a higher, Kelvin light, to more natural daylight lighting, that's a good one too, because that's gonna help you get some good lighting without actually having to buy soft boxes or anything like that too. So I would recommend that as well.
Yeah, I man, me personally, I'm cool with cheaper lighting, man. It's different. Like if I'm going out and I'm doing a photo shoot, obviously I need something way more powerful. But just for stuff sitting around for the house for YouTube, what I need to drop $900 for a light for it?
Yeah, I agree. I think
a
lot of
times shaming me. I just came in right when he said, "Why I need to spend that on?"
I think honestly, man, a lot of times equipment really only matters for the creator itself. It doesn't matter for the viewer at all. Like they're not going to be like, "Oh, he's using a 120," or "Oh, he's using the newer soft boxes," or
because man, listen, I could tell you I'm using the Aperture 120D right now. You wouldn't know.
Nah, you would know. You would know.
No, you wouldn't.
You would know, bro.
No, you wouldn't. The only thing you see in light is the intensity and the Kelvin.
Nah, bro. We have all used that 120, bro.
I'm talking about right now. So you telling me if you jumped into our stream and you looked at Terry Warfield's part of the stream, you would be like, he's not using the Aperture 120.
Do you not see that everything is black and just me is lit, player?
Right, that's because you in the Twilight Zone.
Oh, man, I got the grid. But
I could put a grid on here and do the same thing.
The first video I recorded with the 120D, when I saw the footage, I instantly saw the difference. 100%.
But that's why I say it's more of a creative thing. It's not something that you need. It's definitely, this is the look that you want for your videos. This is the look.
It's not the light though. It's the things that are attached to the light that shape how it looks. For example, a grid, the shape and size of the softbox. All of that stuff is.
The light is a part of it too, though. The light is a part of it, bro.
White light is white light. You're not gonna tell me 5,500 Kelvin out of an Aperture 120D is any better than 5,500 Kelvin white light out of any other light.
Yeah, because I had Savage. Look, I had Savage LED set up with two soft boxes on me. And I went to this 120D, 100% total difference.
But it's a power level thing. It's not an issue with the light better.
I don't know. Maybe it could be that. I don't know, but I tell you, I knew the difference.
You
Man,
sound
when we
like
was
both
in,
of you sound like fanboys. And
no, listen.
you two are obviously
all
by
three of us,
Apple.
hold on, check this out. All three of us was at 368. And we all used that light that was in that type of lighting environment that we was in. And that light changed a lot.
I'm talking about for at-home YouTube content. At-home YouTube content.
Oh, absolutely. You don't need it.
Unless you have the money to spend, a 120D is overkill.
No, it's not necessary. No,
absolutely not.
Now, in the studio environment, obviously, yes, get the aperture costs more for a reason. But I'm talking about the whole idea we were talking about is what do you need to start YouTube? Lighting.
All you need is lighting.
On a Godox, and that might be a legit solution for sure.
Yeah, that Godox look legit though.
No, I'm not saying that anything is wrong with the aperture. Obviously, if I had $900 to spend on a light one time, and I know it's gonna last me for the next 10 years, I would do it. But player, I ain't got $1,000 to spend on a light.
Orlando Theme Park said he about to sell his 120D. Blasphemy, bro. What you over here talking?
You about to sell the 120? Oh, and get 5. Okay.
What's a SL60? Oh, that's the Godox joint.
That's the Godox joint.
There's a lot of other lights out there that can.
My advice would be like get the Godox first and compare it, and then see if you can live with it. Because if you sold the 120 and then got that and weren't happy, that would be like going backwards.
Well, if you want to sell your 120D, I got 5 on it.
Hey, I get you 10, bro. I got 10.
Here we go. The black man always trying to undercut the next one.
Hey man,
for $5.
I need it too, brother.
You got one.
I ain't got none of those, bro. I got two $38.
How much is the Godox?
7.
No, it's like half the price. It's like 300, 200, something like that.
Oh, Orlando said I have the Godox already. It's the same quality.
No, I was about to say I would. I was like a shootout.
I ain't gonna lie, it looks like it though. He said $134. Yeah, I watched T's video on it. Was a dope video.
And once you put the softbox, it's like 2. Yeah, softbox is always
Wait, so y'all talk about the Godox?
They said it's $130, bro.
Bro, the Godox one looks legit.
How much? 700, right?
Huh? Yeah.
120D is like 700, 800, right?
Yeah.
He said 134, 130.
Man, damn that. I'm not paying no $900 for no light.
I'm not. Just because 1, I'm cheap. 2, I mean, hey. But again, I think what it is it's all about how you want your videos to look. It's just like Marquez.
I would definitely recommend that light. Just before you go to anything higher, I would definitely recommend it.
Yeah, I think it's just like Marquez. You don't need a red camera to shoot YouTube videos, but that's in his mind. That's what he wants his production quality to look like. So, like for CJ, he wants his production quality to look a certain way, or anybody that has a 120D, they want it to look a certain quality. Like we don't need Sony A7 IIIs. Like we could be fine and dandy with the RX100. Like honestly, if I would start,
no, let's act technically T because he went A7 36400, A7.
Oh yeah.
listen, even with the new cameras coming out, man, the A7 III is not dethroned, dog. It's not dethroned.
That's the best camera.
No. Yeah, even the 6400, I wouldn't get it. I wouldn't get the 6400 strictly because of the batteries. I don't care what the camera looks like as far as the quality.
What about the 6600? Because the 6600 got a Z battery now.
Oh well, then that might be a contender because
I can't wait to that Z one out.
Anything other than that Z battery, I don't want it, bro. I had that 6300 and that battery was trash.
100%,
bro. It was 30 minutes and I was done.
The 6600 got the Z battery, but here go the thing, man. And I'm sure there's probably a reason why T went back to the A7 III. Even though the smaller brothers now are getting some of those features, like none of these cameras still have stuff like the ergonomics, number one, the car slots. You don't have high speed on these cameras. You don't have a lot of I would say semi-pro features that you can't get in those smaller bodies. Now, I'm not like if you're not into that stuff, then 6400 is perfectly fine for probably creating anything better than you could ever imagine. But like once you go A7 III and then step back down to
ain't got nothing else, right?
Back to the A7 III, man. And I'm not saying the A7 III is the best camera because they can certainly improve the video codecs and the bit rate for the video. But as far as like a hybrid camera that does some of everything, I don't think it can be touched like around that
100%. Yeah, 100%.
And the EOS R is like, in my opinion, like a very, very close. Even though I throw a lot of slack about the EOS R, like that's a killer camera too. I can't front.
No, it
is. But Orlando just said something that I said in the video. I think out of all of these new cameras, the A6100 is the sleeper killer out of all of them.
Well, like how you said, on a tripod, I think if you look, how I look at it is, what camera can I do everything? What camera can I sit down, do this? What camera can I go out and be mobile with? So like image stabilization does matter. It 100%, because when you don't have it, just like the 6400, that's the stabilization thing is like a gripe with that one. So I want to see what the 6600 has to offer. The A7 III, the stabilization is decent. It's doable. But the EOS R, even without no in-body image stabilization, the IS and Canon lenses is just like good, really good. So it's just, it comes down to that for me. I went back because I got.
But we all in agreement, like the best camera for starters,
A7 III.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you now. When people ask me, that's what I tell them.
A7 III.
I got a killer. But music. That's what we need to talk about is music. As a new YouTuber.
Oh, 100%.
Oh man, listen, everybody in this chat, everybody in here, then went through this before. Putting up all this work into a video to post it, and then 6 months later getting a copyright strike.
All right, I'm gonna tell y'all a little story. So when I first started, the whole rap,
you got a story time sound like
story time. But when I first started shooting my rap tech videos, I was literally just going to Google and I would type in like no copyright music or whatever. And literally, even to this day, some of my old ones, like before I hopped on Epidemic, some of my old ones was getting copyright strikes. Like it would come back maybe 6 months, a year later, and they'll come back and be like, "Oh, you got a copyright strike on this video," or whatever.
Go ahead.
And I mean, granted, like a lot of those earlier rap tech videos, they wasn't getting the numbers or whatever, so it didn't really, necessarily matter at that point. But now it's like, as like I look at like the production value is going up on those videos or whatever, and it's like now I would hate to put all that time and effort into those videos for me not to be able to benefit from them from a long-term perspective. So
let me take that one step further, because like when you start creating on YouTube, instinctively the first thing you want to do is promote it across your social networks, right? Yep. Well, you run into the same problem on Instagram and Facebook. I go through all the time, like I'll be sitting on Instagram and then I'll get a copyright claim for a video from 4 years ago, man. 4 years ago, where they completely removed my video because of the music on it. So whether you choose to use Epidemic, Music Bed, SoundCloud, whatever your preference is, we all use Epidemic in here. But that's not to say that they're the only streaming. I mean, music.
And I'm gonna tell y'all that
music is, man, just have it on point from day one. That way you ain't got to worry about it.
And I'm gonna tell y'all another thing, man.
Like, what up, Viology?
Another thing is too, like, don't be afraid to also, if you know for a fact that you have the right to use music, don't be afraid to combat it with YouTube, because one of my recent ones, I'm not gonna say which one, but one of my recent ones that I did, I used music that was, it was a beat that I found, and it was actually a friend of mine's beat or whatever.
I gotta turn my ear up.
And I had used this music, and I even bought the music. And when I plugged it in or whatever, used the music, whatever, YouTube came back and was like, nope, this is copyright, blah, 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 blah. I put in the claim. You can actually put in the claim and then combat that this is the music that you've bought or whatever that you use. You show receipts, whatever, and YouTube will come back and release that song to you. So if you feel that the song that you've used, that the music that you're using is yours and that you got the right to use it, don't be afraid to go back against what YouTube got to say too.
What is Terry doing?
That's a killer. Honestly, bro, that's a killer camera to start YouTube with. Granted,
I think if I'm spending $1,300, I would rather.
I wish it was cheaper.
Wait, before anybody go get an RX 100, I would consider you possibly looking at the G7X for cost.
Yep.
Because it's way cheaper. And a lot of vloggers, I'm talking about like big time vloggers, use the G7X because it's cheap. I don't think they'd use it because it's cheap, but just because it's just, I don't know. It's like the go-to.
Here's my rebuttal to that, though, right? You get to a point once you start using cameras and stuff where eventually, like, you're gonna want more out of your camera.
Yep.
There's no, like, you can't expand on the G7X at all. I would rather tell somebody to get an M50, and that way they can expand.
Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, you're right.
Better lenses, better, microphones and stuff like that. So
100%.
I think that's I think the RX100 Mark 7 and the G7X are great, like B cameras or supplementary cameras to like a main camera that you can expand on. But I would never tell somebody like, yo, get a, I would tell them to get an M50 or a U6300, a 6100, because them bad boys is only, man, listen, that 6100 from Sony for only $799 is crazy.
Yeah,
like, I should be getting paid to promote this, man. But
man, tell them good day 7.3, man. I freaking love this camera, dude. Like, I love everything about this A7 III.
I don't love everything about it.
Oh, I do. I will definitely keep this camera for a very long time. For what we're doing in this space, no doubt I would.
But they need to give us. I will be happy. And see, now we're getting off in the gear, but we're going to end up at 3 hours, man. Listen, if I could change 3 things about the A7 III,
what would it be?
First thing, the flippy screen. After having a flippy screen on here, being able to frame my shot that easy, or like on the EOS R where you can flip it off to the side, not having that, even though you can trust the A7 III's autofocus, I would much rather have a flip screen. That's number one. Number
100%.
two, it ain't no reason why all these other cameras, even Fuji's, is getting internal 10-bit, and I'm stuck with 8-bit. There's no reason. S-Log is pointless if it's only 8-bit. It's stupid. Give me 8-bit. Give me 10-bit internal without having to hook up a stupid recorder. And the last thing that pisses me off about the A7 III are the fact that the memory cards go in backwards. And I know this is something. All
right, Karen, you nitpicking now, brother.
What I got to say. Hold on.
It goes in backwards. What?
Hold up.
How much sense does this make? For me to open the memory card door and I pop a memory card out, I don't know what memory card that is because it's freaking black.
Yeah.
Why ain't the sticker towards me? If I got 2 memory cards in here, which that is dope that we get 2 card slots, but how am I supposed to remember? If I'm in the middle of shooting a wedding, I need to swap memory cards or something like that. I got to take it out.
It depends on which way you're putting it in, though.
One is pictures, one is video. You know that.
Right.
Let me say, I think the A7 III needs first of all, it needs touchscreen, like a real touchscreen, just like the Canons.
Yes, that's every Sony though.
Canon is crushing Sony with the touchscreen, bro, and the ease of use, like 100%.
And you need to basically have a degree.
You gotta label the back.
Why should I have to do that? It's $2,000.
Now the question is it wrong that you're putting it in that way, or what if you put it in with the camera facing you? Then technically you're putting it in. You see what I'm saying? I'm just saying, brother. You gotta look at it, man.
Wait, hold up. Oh, hey, I guess so.
But it's the same. It's the same.
My thing is, even if they had a flip out screen, I still think I would buy an external monitor.
I hate external monitors.
Oh, I love it.
Well, I agree with C-Kid too, because the bigger it is, the bigger your monitor is, the further away you could be and still see yourself. Yeah, like you can still see if you actually in focus.
They need.
So that's why I don't think that's why I don't think having a flip out screen is that big. Only to me, I think a flip out screen would benefit if you vlogging. Other than that, if I'm shooting normal video,
I disagree on the vlogging part because I use a flip out. Like, you know what?
You use the flip out screen.
No. Like, I'm talking about for like talking head.
Oh,
like,
okay.
I have used my EOS R sometime when I don't want to carry a monitor and a battery and all that crap. When I don't want to have to bring extra gear to go shoot out in mobile situations, I'll just pull out the EOS R. It's problem solved. I don't have to have no extra nothing.
Here's the thing, man. Sony used to have a flip screen. That my first like semi-pro camera was a Sony A77, and it had a fully articulating screen that you can flip every single direction. You can twist it and angle it upwards, and they took it out. And that's technology. They already got it, and it's not like it's difficult to enter. They can figure out how to stack a 61 megapixel sensor They can figure out how to do that, but can't engineer a freaking hinge to articulate in more directions. Come on,
Right.
man.
They gotta play it, man.
Hey, yo, Orlando Theme Park. He said he needs to get a monitor for home for the A7 III, so
I
he
hate
can see this is working. Orlando, I use the Best View monitor. I got it up here.
Nah, hold up, player. Nah, I got a monitor for that, but hold up.
I use this one, man. This is the Best View monitor. I freaking love this monitor, bro. Like, this monitor is legit. Terry, you use this monitor. What you talking about?
I gotta plug this Andy Cine right here.
Terry over there, putting everything on the autofocus.
So, like, for Sony users who, if you do S-Log, this is a budget monitor that you can. It has an S-Log 2 LUT on it, like, so you can see if you properly exposed for your S-Log. If you use S-Log, this is cheap and it does that. That's why
I got a rebuttal to that too. A lot of people with Sony don't know that there's a built-in S-Log assist in the camera.
Wait, technically, T said forget them external monitors. What you using with your A7 III?
External monitors.
See, he like Terry. He trusting the autofocus.
Hey, I
can't trust the autofocus, bro. Like,
no. Hey, I keep it a buck. A7 III autofocus is legit because I tested vlogging with the with this Tamron lens, the 17 to 28, and I just had to trust it.
Show the lens, man.
Yeah, I'm using it now.
That's how you look on Twilight Zone.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. They gonna have to invoice me for this one.
Man, I almost sold my wife the other day to get one of them.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, the wide angle, bro, I loved it on my iPhone video I just did, man. I was like, he's saying he used his filter. I see. I was like, you use a monitor, but he just said,
okay.
All right.
I hate monitors, man. I don't care if it's from Atomos. I don't care if it's from Fieldworld.
I want a Ninja
here.
I would definitely want a Ninja, but yeah, you got it. Hey, that Ninja costs.
It's about $12,090. It's about $12,000.
Yeah,
now, I'm gonna tell y'all my favorite lens.
No, not the Ninja 5.
You look like a Ninja 5. Hold on.
Hey, first off, man, while Terry going away, man, I gotta give a shout out to Terry, man. Because I don't want to tell him this in his face. I got to give a shout out to Terry for letting me know that Amazon had made a mistake with the Sony with the 85 millimeter, man. Had this bad boy for $250 out there.
He went.
Shout out.
Yesterday came out and it was a complete mistake.
And that's one of the best lenses you could put on an A7 III, period.
The best.
Hey, but I want to talk to something like Orlando was saying that the 17 to 28 Tamron is almost identical to the G Master. Hey, Tamron lenses for A7 III, yo, G Master killers, bro. I haven't tried the other one, but I'm telling y'all, like,
why G Master still costs what they do. They have
Tamron's E mounts.
They are.
Oh, okay.
It's native E mount.
It's made exactly for Sony.
The image quality is on par with G Masters. However, G Masters still have stuff like weather sealing. They have extra controls on them. They have, like, you're still getting a more complete package with the G Master. But if image quality is your only focus, then absolutely go with the Tamron. You could get.
Now, what about the weight?
One G.
What about the weight of the Tamron?
They're light.
They're
light.
Yeah, it's light.
Because G Masters are built out of metal and plastic, and the Tamrons are plastic with metal.
It's light.
Gotcha. Because I know that's one of the biggest selling points of the G Masters is they super light.
Bro, the setup is lighter than my EOS R with that lens on there. But the only thing is, I mean, you don't get the flip out, but the autofocus, I got videos coming on that, but the autofocus is legit on A7 III. I won't even lie.
Yeah, it's definitely legit. I don't know if I can try. I still have to make sure that I'm in focus. That's why I always have to have a monitor.
You ain't never got to worry about the A7 III not being in focus. It's always in focus. Now, audio.
Nah, it ain't always, because even on your video where you was at 6.8, like when you went, it was Blur City for a hot second. I was like, look at that autofocus. I was like,
no. But yeah, so yeah, I think the other thing you got to be considerate of, like when you starting out, is audio.
Yeah,
so either like a shotgun mic or some type of lav mic. I think for easy use, probably like a shotgun, like a Rode or Deity. Is a lot of, they mess with a lot of us creators too. They make great microphones at half the price of Rode usually, but
This is cheap. This is the cheap. You ain't got to turn on no power. This is my number one.
Yep.
I say
that's the one you can get. Yep.
I love this one better than my Video Mic Pro because I don't have to worry about batteries or power. I love that.
And all of that stuff. You just plug it in. You got good audio.
And it's A1. Win whatever. It's A1.
Now me, man, I like lav mics. Anytime I'm shooting, I love a lav mic. Lav mics is legit.
I'm using one right now.
Yep. But major shout out to Didi though, man. I do know they support a lot of creators, man. But I'm gonna be real with you, man. If we're gonna be real on the stream, man. Let's be real on the stream.
Be real then.
I'll leave it alone.
Gotta be real, man. We ain't no fake ASS-ness on this.
So Devin, watch out. Devin
I'll leave it alone. I'll leave it alone. Shout out to Didi, man. I'll leave it alone. No, but if I had to choose, man, it's either the Rode or the lav mic. I have this is a Movo lav right here. This is the LV40, but that's what I recommend. But yeah. For audio,
can I say what live I recommend? All right, y'all get everything on here. Sennheiser AVX, best lav on the market. It costs
that bad boy costs a bag.
$50. If you can't afford one of the more expensive one, Didi makes the VLAN.
It's good.
I do want to try theirs. I do want to try theirs though. I ain't gonna lie. I do want to try theirs.
I'm not gonna lie. Like it's one of the best.
I probably could get you the one I got. Devin, let you try it.
All right. Yeah, I definitely want to try that, man.
Devin. He said you can have his scratch.
You said what?
Hey, it's better than buying it, brother. Hey, I'm all with it. No, but yeah, I definitely recommend.
They should have said you should be able to get one from them.
Yeah. I just ain't hit them. I just ain't hit them up. But yeah, I recommend labs, man. They portable. Yeah, I definitely want to try that Rogue though. What is it? The Rogue Go?
Yeah, so do I. A lot of people been having problems with those though. A lot of people
like the size of that big old square on your neck.
Bro, you can clip it to your hip and plug a mic. No, dude.
The most non-aesthetic in the world. That is terrible.
Those people are you can use the little brick as a lav, right? But it's also a port on there for plugging a microphone.
I know, but why people putting that brick on their neck, bro? It's getting so hot.
Hey, look, shirt be sagging, shirt be down here.
Why you wearing it like that, bro?
Yeah, like this. I hate drunk collars, bro. You be like this, yo. I got this roll. Go, get out of here.
That's the first thing I go for in the road session. Man, if I get that lazy collar,
got your neck, your collar looking like bacon over there, bro. You like, get that up out of here.
I got to write 3/4 of your neck and the other side ain't.
Man, hey, technically, you might not have that level. You coming, bro, because you got the A7 III. You bought a G Master, bro. You could get a Sennheiser AVX. Whatever you say to get that camera.
I'm not paying attention, dude. I'm not. Man, let me tell you something. T and Zach. Oh man, don't give me.
They the equipment kings around here.
Jason. T and Jason.
I'm gonna tell you now. You might see me with that Sennheiser.
I want to give Painfully Honest some advice so bad because he wondered why his subscribers hate him for his like how you saying him and TV going back. Because they make videos, they be like, "Yo, I'm ditching the full eco," and then like, I couldn't do it, plan. I couldn't do it. Like, yeah, getting people on hype.
T would be like, this. All right, I'm technically T, right? Wait. I'm T, right? So a new camera come out. I don't want that camera. I'm good. I don't even need it. 2 days later. This is a new video. I sold everything for the new camera. After that, as I sold it again.
They be like, yo, I'm out this ecosystem. Please, hey man.
They go for the extreme.
Hey, you know why y'all subscribers get mad? Because they be with you, they go buy the whole eco and then you leave them. And then they be sitting there like, yo.
Kevin Hart face. They be sitting there like,
right.
Kevin Hart face. Like, no, you didn't.
And you're mad.
All right, man. Listen. Drop the link.
We well over time.
If anybody wants to contribute to our stream, man, we really appreciate all of y'all coming through, chilling with us, man. Drop the donation link, CJ. There we go. Hefe dropped it. Thank you to the head of security.
Hey.
Big shout out to Hefe, by the way. We're gonna have a Hefe day. That's what we're gonna do.
Hefe
We're gonna
gotta come on the stream. Hefe, you definitely gotta come on the stream. Cafe, bro.
Hefe, I want to tell you something that we all gonna do for you, players. So first of all, we need you on the stream. Second of all, we're gonna do what's called Hefe Day, and that's gonna be a day because Hefe is one of the most supportive creators in the entire community. He support everybody's stream, everybody's channel. Always got people back. Always buy other creators merch and looking out for them. And I think we need an appreciation day for Hefe. So we're gonna call it Hefe Day, but we're gonna pump your links for 24 hours. I like that. Y'all like that?
I'm with it.
Oh, y'all don't sound excited about it.
Hey, I said I'm with it.
Oh, well, I think that all great on. So it's hard for you to detect emotion with all great.
He is the ambassador. He's the ambassador of tech YouTube player. He look out for everybody in the tech space, man. Respect to Hefe.
Yeah, so but yeah, if y'all want to contribute to the stream, man, all the money goes back into the stream, trying to make it better. Upgrading pieces and parts.
Devin obviously don't apply nothing to his internet. You know what I'm saying?
So, we get personal donations every stream, and still don't.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this, man. When I upload videos, some bad boys is lightning fast. I'm uploading videos. I'm uploading videos in 2 seconds. On YouTube, no lie.
You better ask Fios, yo, though. Why streaming ain't working, man?
I tell you, I'm gonna have to tell y'all after the stream is over.
know it is.
I'm gonna have to tell y'all the stream.
See, what Devin did was he went and bought the cheap router or something. He was like, look, they was like, look, we can give you this one. He was like, nah, I'm gonna use this one. He probably went and got one of these low-key secondhand joints or something. Devin like to save money.
Nah, bro. We'll talk about it after the stream.
All right. It's the service fault.
Kind of iPhone talk already, man. We passed.
Wait, who talking about iPhone? Did I mention iPhone?
Dapper Dog, what up, man? Dapper been in hide, man. We ain't seen Dapper in a minute, brother.
He's probably working. He up in.
Dapper is one of the dopest creators I've ever seen, man. I love his content, but the problem is he dropped one video a year.
Yeah.
Like when I saw his MacBook Pro video, and I was like, well, I'm not making a MacBook Pro video after watching his.
In short, I got the iPhone 11 Pro Max in that green.
In short, I can't afford it.
Yeah, I got 11, bro.
And this bad boy here getting sold, or getting, I'm trading that bad boy in.
I still got this hot Galaxy S10, if that's what you meant to ask me. Yeah.
Hey, there you go. Hey, ain't nothing wrong. Hey, the S10 is legit.
Shut up. Why you ain't got one then?
Right.
Oh, because I sold it. Or returned it, I should say. Hey, man, I don't buy phones unless I need them, man.
Smart, man.
I don't. Hey, man, I'm smart. I'm smart with my bread.
Hey, right, so y'all know, you see what phone he bought?
You said what?
I said we see what phone, because Devin said he don't buy a phone unless he need them. But the one phone he did buy.
I buy that iPhone, man.
We need topics for next week. So this week we talked about the essentials for starting YouTube. We went over gear. We talked about the stuff you need, the ideologies you need, having the right mindset, figuring out what you want to cover all that stuff. But we need topics for next week's stream. I want to talk about something. Can we please talk about, since y'all want to keep dodging it, I want to talk about the dirty side of YouTube, the racial part, the gender inequality part. Y'all always want to dog me out when I want to talk about it.
Nobody out.
Last time you was like, Terry, you idiot. Hold on, you gotta be specific. Like, what you talking about?
Screen start Terry, like, what we talking about today?
Right.
Oh yeah, we dodging him, bro. You didn't
bring the topic up, brother.
All right, so it's all right.
Leave it in the chat, Terry.
To the stream to help me, and I'm gonna tell y'all after in the back office.
So when you say inequality, are you saying on YouTube, man? Are you talking about?
There is, whether or not people want to acknowledge it or anything, there's still a lot of, in my opinion, if you don't look a certain way on YouTube or you don't fit a specific mode, you don't get treated the same.
Well, that's a reflection of our society, right. Obviously.
But this is Creator Cafe, player. So
that's a reflection of society.
So the thing is, like, it's there, but we choose not to let it steer us in the wrong direction.
Hey, man.
Hold up. But look,
run out and buy this book, brother.
That's a great audio book.
It will change your perception on what you just said, Terry.
So I just want to be
Go
clear.
out and buy it.
Terry, you
God, Black
talking about in the audience sense, or are you talking about like businesses? Because like I ain't gonna
all of it, because there's been times where y'all know what company I'm talking about, where y'all already know what I'm about to say, but
Terry out here, Terry out here with his personal beef.
So listen, no, in all fairness, I'm being serious, right? So even though these issues are always here, but we're a group of guys who understand that we don't let those type of things deter us from doing what we want to do, because the possibilities are endless in today's world. But that doesn't mean that the issues aren't there.
No, that's fact.
But I think it's useful for people who are getting into YouTube, looking at a YouTube screen and watching these videos. Like, nobody expects for YouTube to have the same type of issues that you get in like workplaces.
RP3 Tech, he said there's a bias on YouTube. They had the nerve to do a woman of YouTube and not a woman of color. But look, let me tell you something.
But that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Wait.
I disagree. Man, we're gonna definitely get into this. That's gonna be a good one.
We're gonna say this discussion for next week is what we're gonna do.
I know, but I just want to shoot this back to RP3. Me going to YouTube next Sunday is YouTube Next Up Black. For Black creators.
Hey, catch out the bag, baby. Hey, we go.
I had to because he put that part out towards YouTube. So it's a bunch of Black creators and they highlighting and doing a bunch of cool things with us. So they do have something, and it's a bunch of women of color. So just address that for RP3 so that he could know YouTube do have something for the Black side of YouTube.
See, this is stuff I want to talk about. Like I know specifically. Like there was a contest, and I was a part of this video, and then maybe I'll see if one of them could come on the stream. I was a part of this video where there was a contest, and women and men entered, a specific type of men, and the videos, even though the video was dope.
Tell him, man. Just tell him,
what I miss.
Just tell him, man. I'm laughing at you because I know
this is gonna be a good topic for next week. I'm gonna be remote, but we got StreamYard, so everything's gonna work just fine. I'm gonna be on a trash MacBook 720 webcam too next weekend, but it's all good.
We're gonna be matching.
Yeah, we're gonna be matching. We're gonna be matching. Oh right. No, I'm gonna take the cam link. Nah, I refute that.
Oh, but that one company, y'all know who I'm talking about.
Yeah,
and y'all know why they chose not to work with me.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
They chose not to work with me for one reason.
Hey, I can't say that. I can't say that, Terry.
That's Terry's interpretation.
Yeah, that's your interpretation of that.
All right, so let me say this before we get off the subject, right? No company is under any type of obligation to work with you. They can find whatever reason that they might not like your hairstyle, they might not like your presentation, but I get that part. But if all things are being considered, if apples are apples, then there's only one variable why it didn't get chose. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we're gonna definitely talk about it, and we can all offer up a perspective to the topic at hand.
I'm a pretty rational guy. Like
you can be unfiltered too, and you can be 100 on that one. Because anyway, we rock with what's the name anyway. So you can go ahead and let it fly next week. Yeah, we shout out the Epidemic Sound.
Yep.
But no, I just think that it's positive. Conversation. I'm gonna see if maybe one of the people I referenced would like to join in and give her perspective on it, because I think she had a valid perspective, and I do think part of it is we see things the way that we interpret them when the next person's interpretation could be totally different.
That's
and
fact.
That's not to say that my interpretation was wrong or somebody else. But that's why we had these conversations, because we have difference of opinion. So I do think that's something that I've been wanting to talk about for a minute. So I'll drop it, my idea into the bucket. And if anybody else want to talk about, I'm all for that too.
No, I think that's a good one, man, because perception and perspective is everything, man. So yeah, I think that's a good one.
Nah, it'd be perfect. It's gonna be a good stream next week. So that's what we're doing.
Shout out CJ Knows Tech again too, man. I'm very proud of you.
Very proud of you.
Yeah.
Drop the hand clap.
Or you mad?
Oh, I got the hand class. Hold on, here you go.
I just want to say, like, CJ is a great example of if you put your head down and keep working, things will come. And CJ is now part of YouTube Next Up Black, which, you know, that's a very small group of handpicked people who get all of the benefits of YouTube Next Up. And I just think that's dope, man. I'm glad to have you. I'm glad to be a part of the team with you, man. And I see big things. I know you're gonna come back with 100K. Like, who are y'all? I don't know y'all dudes, but
CJ 100K.
hey, 100K, baby. Who was Terry Warfield and who was C-Kid? Play, I don't know this.
Nah, that's super dope, man. Yeah, I'll throw in my congratulations to you, CJ, man. I think that's super dope, man. Because as all of us in here, man, and a lot of people here in the chat, man, we are all creators, man, and we all know how hard this is, grinding it out, man. And I'm gonna tell you, man, seeing CJ in action, man, and see how he puts in the work, man, and man, it's completely worth it, man. And yeah, you definitely deserve everything that you get.
Appreciate that.
I'm just want to pat myself on the back. I finally got a job working from home that I start tomorrow. So
yes, sir.
Hey, so wait, that means we're gonna ask Terry, where is the content, Terry?
Right.
So the reason I'm saying that is because I want to make more content, but time has been
yo. Terry is the most unavailable guy
in the world.
In the world. So we hoping that we're gonna be able to get in contact with Terry once he got this new job, yo. Nah, but yo, major shout out to you, man. Terry,
it's gonna be dope to just be able to wake up 10 minutes beforehand and roll out of bed and be like, I'm at work.
Hey man, I know that life, brother, but unfortunately where I work, man, they strip that from us. So but yeah, enjoy that life, brother. It is
I'm trying to be like Terry in the future, you know what I'm saying? So
listen to you, CJ 100K.
Everybody trying to think you, Otis.
We might as well just get it out our heads that we even know CJ after you.
Hey man, hey, they want to. If I want to get subscribe now. Y'all trying to help me get 100K. I respect that.
I ain't talking to none of y'all after I come back.
Y'all know I reply to all my comments. But yeah, man.
Out there for you, CJ, man. CJ 100K before the end of this year.
Yes, sir.
Man, I wish, but yeah, man.
Everybody drop a hashtag CJ 100K. I like it.
Speaking into existence, because I will not deny any of that. Appreciate y'all.
I want to get to at least 10K by the end of the year. So
I think you got it, brother.
I think it's close, man. It's coming. It's coming.
All right, player. We 43 minutes over the hour.
Yeah, we are, man. So outro music. Thank y'all, everybody.
Let me drop that music. Yeah.
Next week is gonna be fire. That's gonna be one of them episodes you do not want to miss, man.
Yeah, that one's gonna be fire because I definitely got a lot to talk about.
Yeah, it's gonna be play that fire music from man.
Oh, can they still see us?
Yeah, they can still see it.
Oh man, they can still see me.
Welcome to the cafe. Hey. Stream play by play. Hey, in here, Terry in here. I'm just trying to get your boss speakers up here. What we say? Started on this journey, we ain't never trying to finish. First phase, this is just beginning of this business. Thanks for tuning in because we really need a witness. Running in this race with it's Terry with the vision. CJ ideas with the quickness. App business. Next add y'all the audience to the mix. Woo! My God, we winning. Time to have fun, cafe. Whoa! 3 creators, 3 perspectives, 1 goal. Grab your popcorn now, let's play. Everybody, welcome to Creator Cafe. Hey.
So fired, man. Why? That's so hard, Devin.
Hey, y'all just wait till what's about to drop on tomorrow. Shout out to that RX100. If I can finish editing it tonight.
Welcome to the cafe. About to get your live stream play by play.
We out.
Trying to get your boss speakers up here. What we say? Started on this journey, we ain't never trying to finish. First phase, this is just beginning of this business. Thanks for tuning in.